have an association.
Then you are saying it.
So that's a different thing. But whether you can join a particular union,
So we can form another union.
They can form drainage union.
Yes, said that the last question. This is something we are asking because it would be of the advantage of everybody. That I am taking a stand with my unions in my company. They are going to be a charter of demand. I cannot afford because I am making losses. So I am taking a stand with the union. I am taking a stand with the union that look, boss, there is no law in this country where I have to settle a charter of demand with you. At the most, you can go to the adjudication. I don't have to because I cannot afford capacity to pay. This is the principle. At the most, you go to the labor commissioner, go to Mr. Deepak Pawar, okay, and he will refer it to the adjudication. That's it. Is that the right position? Is that the right stand?
Sir, is the right position.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to confirm that.
Accept the mechanism.
I'm going to record here.
Yes.
This provision in India is different than what exists in US. In US, you can be prosecuted for not negotiating in.
Not to negotiate is different issue. Not negotiate is also unfair practice. But to come to a conclusion of to sign a settlement is not an unfair practice.
Yeah. No, he's saying that anything cannot be given. So there is a little difference. But here, yes, there is no compulsion to give any increase anywhere.
Yes.
Okay. And if you have capacity, no capacity to pay anything, only thing you will have to prove to the court.
Yes.
Okay. And you will, but you must have capacity to pay the lawyer. Any last question? Okay. You want a mic?
No, that's fine. See, my basic question.
If you can stand, that will help you.
My basic question is about ESIC. Nowadays, ESIC is online, and every contract labor must be he must be registered on the website. That was online portal, and must get generated his TIC. So without TIC, we don't allow that contract labor in our premises. But what happens in a practical, the moment you enroll that particular contract labor, the next day he may go to the. So sometimes contractor is hesitating that whether they should register them on the ESIC or not. And at the same time, as an employer, shall we allow them to enter in the premises or not? That is the question.
Hello. Any person entering the premises for the work is to be enrolled with the SIC and with the PO. Irrespective whether his wish is there or not there.
Even he is working for 1 day.
Yes. Whether he desire or not, irrespective of that, he has to be getting registered with the authorities.
Imagine if anything happens to him on the first day, what will be the consequences, and then decide whether to register or not.
There was earlier when it was
In many
online.
So earlier you used to say, you used to put it in the omitted wages and pay ad hoc challan, that's what you say.
Right.
But see, ESI wants to basically give benefits to the employees. And that's what they are now, because the online system you need to, by law compulsorily you need to put the employee details, unless and until you don't do that, it won't allow you to generate challans as well, including the contract labor as well. And it was always in the act, but people are not practicing, so now they've put a system around it. And they need to implement that. There is no pragmatic solution to that.
Okay, I think all good things have to come to an end, and it is time for us to stop this discussion here. I'm sure if we continue, there will be more and more questions coming till, as they say, cows come home. I think the cows have gone to their home, and it is time for us also to go to our homes. If you have any particular question, we will be here for some more time. You can always engage with them and ask. They would be available for about 5-10 more minutes. Thank you so much, Pratik, and thank you, Mr. Pradhan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for the support of Pradhan, doctor.
If you want more, updates on notifications or newsletters, we basically publish newsletters on a bi-monthly basis. So you can basically just send a test mail to compliance@karmangmd.com, and you'll get registered as for newsletters and all of things. So our endeavor is always to basically share knowledge among the HR fraternity. I'm also part of some groups and everything. I've always been invited to share some or other knowledge. So that's always my endeavor. Thank you very much for patient hearing.
Thank you.
Have a nice, great weekend.
On behalf of Thane HR Group, can I request Ajit to present a bouquet to
Any other questions, clarifications?
Evening, sir. Just small question. As you said, leave with wages is not applicable, or you cannot encash on monthly basis or quarterly basis. But in case of contractual employees, where the turnover is high, so still if person work more than 3 months or 6 months, and we are not encashing, or we are encashing on a monthly basis, is it correct or wrong?
Wrong, actually. There's no provision until he exits from the employment.
It is only on the cessation of employment accumulation, encashment will be there.
But if the turnover is higher, people is not working more
That
than 3
you
months.
need to administratively basically see leave. When you talk about its privilege, you have to give a privilege of him to enjoy that privilege. Leave cannot be encashed just because you want to be administratively correct and manage. Okay, fine, I have a very huge attrition rate, and because I don't know when my person will leave and go, I want to give him on a monthly basis. You're basically reducing that privilege given or entitled. But you're disentitling the privilege given to the employee by not giving him leave and giving money for him. You're making him work, and actually that is wrong. In fact, you're making him work.
What he said is absolutely correct. Leave is for enjoyment, not for the encashment. Basically, encashment is only possible, is necessary only when he is ceasing to be in the employment. So you cannot go for the every monthly like okay, contract level is working for the 30 days or for 20 days and for 1.5 day I will give additional leave payment. No, that is not being permitted.
What happens, sir, when leave is refused and then it is exceeding the limit allowable, accumulation allowable under the Act? Then do you have to, what is the alternative?
When you are refusing it, actually, certain thing that encashment has to be, beyond that encashment has to be given.
If you refuse it,
Yes, it is different.
then you need to give it.
Yeah, I have, Pratik, you talked about the exemption for 3 years of 9 laws for the startups. Now, normally, I mean, by common parlance, people understand startup as technology firms. But then what is it that here? I mean, does it apply to all segments of industry?
One thing, in startups, there is no clause for the exemption. Basically, one thing. It is only the inspection will not be carried out by the inspectors.
Under those 9 laws?
Under those 9 laws, provided he gives the sales certification. There is no clause, there is no exemption.
Okay.
There is no exemption.
I mean, it was written there.
Yes,
I
there is no
mean,
exemption.
on the slide.
Inspection, that's what I mean.
All right.
Exemption for the inspection for the first 3 years, and where you need to do a
Sales
self-certification.
certification is given.
Thanks.
Sir, one question. We are into basically. Good evening. Sir, I have a question. We are into basically facade industry, wherein our company is not manufacturing anything as such, but still we are covered. Head office is covered under Factories Act. But the sites where our workers work, there we have to follow BOCW Act. So I wanted to understand if our workers or our sites are out of Maharashtra, say for example Goa, we have a site, or MP. So there, while giving wages, which one we follow? Because our head office is in Maharashtra or state.
Wherever your location is of the state, that
State we have to follow.
Of that state you have
And
to
what
follow.
about contract labor? But because we have a huge contract labor as
Of the
well.
what? Of the state, particular state. Particular state.
Actually, if you go to see, sometimes I also wonder why BSW was because all the provisions of contract labor, but certain
Irrespective of that, now
so,
law is
so that is
there.
the
Irrespective
right.
of
So,
that, law is there.
if you see contract labor Contract Labor Act doesn't mandate that this should be the wages. You know, BOCW also doesn't mandate this should be the wages. Wages are under Mini Wage Act only, right? And that has to be given by as the appropriate government of state, whichever is applicable. And all the taxes like PPP and NW as applicable for that particular state.
You made a statement that your head office is covering the Factories Act.
So that is
How
what-
head office and how head office?
How head office will be
Head factory.
Head office in the sense we have a plant
They have a plan.
We have a plan and that is all. That is called HOD say that is the reason it's not institution.
Yeah, one minute.
One question is for all of you. We talk about the ease of doing, easing the process, simplifications. At the same time, self certifications are also there. With the Suvidha portals, central government has brought out the Suvidha portal for its own where central government is appropriate government. I am making it very clear. Where the state governments are appropriate government, in all states it has not been implemented. But in the state of Maharashtra, for the Factories Act, the Suvidha portal has been incorporated. Number one. From the Labour Commissioner's office, that Suvidha portal has been upgraded, where the inspection has to be carried out on the random basis. As in earlier it was not like that, so there is some changes are there. At the same time in 2015, not circular has been issued for self-certification on the demand of the employers. On the number of associations are urged that to go away from the inspections, certain facilities should be provided to the industries. The government has come with the self-certification. It is in the central government as well as the state government also. How many industries have gone for self-certification? It is on your demand. The self-certification was introduced. But how many industries have gone for self-certification? Anyone is there?
Just to add, this self-certification in Maharashtra was actually first time in way back in 2002, 2003, you know.
2003 it was already there.
It was there. And no one took the cognizance that.
No, in 2002 only 4 applications came over there. Out of 4, 3 were from the IT and 1 were from the hotel industry was there. But subsequently with no notification, even in the state of the Gujarat, still no self-certification is also there, but still there are no application for self-certification from any industry. Whereas the industry have demanded it, why you are not coming forward for self-certifications? And why you are not showing your own self-certifications?
But the problem is, there is value in something unless we don't have it. Once we have it, the value diminishes. We have a question here.
So company don't want to be compliance orientation.
We have a question here, please.
Hello, good evening, sir. I want to add on in that if the person is working in Goa, if an employee is working in Goa or MP, but if the salary is done in Mumbai, the act will be as per the Maharashtra Act, right?
Oh, no.
Workplace.
I'll ask you that question. I'll counter ask the question.
Yeah.
What if your head office was in Dubai and you're processing your salary in Dubai?
Yes.
Would you not deduct taxes then?
As per, you are right about I don't have much about the abroad, but
No. So therefore, for example, Dubai doesn't have taxes, right?
yeah, if the person
So
is,
it is not the place where you process your salaries or things or your head offices. It's all the place where the employee works.
no, but the employees, I just want to tell, in my company, basically, I should not disclose, I'm sorry, it's fine. Some of the employees are working in Silvassa, but the salary is made from here. So we are applicable him for the PF and ESIC as per the Maharashtra Act.
PFPSA is national.
No, in Silvassa it is not. In Silvasa it is not. ESIC is not there.
PF would be there.
ESIC is not there. Look at ESIC.
That's non-implemented area, right?
Yeah.
PF is different.
Yeah, but my question is that it's just the thing that if you are making the salary, if you are showing that employees of the Maharashtra, so whether he's working in Silvassa, Goa or MP, so
How long you work there?
Even if one day. See,
No. See, sometimes what happens is you cannot say one day because somebody might be saying there for deputation.
they are going for, they are deputed for certain work.
Yeah, if somebody is deputed for some work, then probably his regular place of employment will be applicable. But if you are doing it on a regular basis, then please don't disclose the name of your company.
Good evening. This was regarding the maintenance of salary registers. Is it mandatory that we have to maintain manual salary registers, or is it?
So in March 2015, there's a notification which came to where, where you can maintain all the records registered under various acts, Factory Act, Shop and Association Act, mini wages, and all the so you can maintain it electronically, but provided you have the same format. If you're talking about salary register,
So,
you need to
where
ensure
do we
that
get
it's
this
Form
formats?
22, Form 2 Regulation 27.1 and 27.2 is exactly the same format.
Okay, but do
You
we
can't
need
have your
to
own
get
form.
the exemption?
There's no need for exemption.
It is a blanket exemption now.
Blanket exemption will be given now.
Only you need to take an exemption from Deputy Commissioner Labour, and if he is satisfied with your format, which is very similar to the format by the Act itself, then they will issue an order under Rule 31. But now it's a blanket exemption, but provided you maintain as per the required, provision. Salary register, if you're talking about Form Maharashtra, it is Form 2, Regulation 27.1 or 2, either contractors or permanent.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Kulkarni. I just want to touch about the professional tax. I think you are not touching about the professional tax. May I ask the question?
No, labor law, it's a taxation.
Huh?
It's not labor law.
Should I ask about the professional? Yeah, okay. The thing is that every month we are, I am from the IT company. Okay, and every month we are deducting 200 rupees every month, and at the end of the year we are collecting 2,500. Is there a provision so that once for all we can get 2,500 or 6 months to 1,200 in advance, so that every month we don't have to file or do some paperwork for that one or something like that?
We need to deduct in a month.
Secondly, for the this thing assessment and all, they are asking for too many of